Hey guys, Apav here, and welcome to Sonic Adventure 2. Right now it's a black screen and my Sega Dreamcast is sounding like it's exploding, but here we go, Sonic Adventure 2. Now, I've been trying to get a hold of the Sonic Adventure series on the Sega Dreamcast forever, because I love playing games on their original consoles, and these games, were originally made for the Sega consoles, but sadly Sega's console line sort of died off, and Sonic Adventure 2 is more widely known for actually the remastered, probably on the GameCube. I'm going to press start before it does anything. I might have been too late there. Now, I never considered myself much of a Sonic fan. I actually used to make fun of Sonic a lot because everyone just ripped on their games. However, recently I've become somewhat of a Sonic apologist. Pressing start now. There, now it won't do a bunch of wacky things. That's because I started looking through a lot of the modern 3D Sonic games and realizing I don't have much of a problem with them. I sort of started putting myself down for buying them, but then I was like, they're not actually that bad. The only real bad ones are Sonic 06 and Sonic Boom, like the messes that are deservingly made fun of. There's just so many Sonic games that, yes, there's some bad ones, but sometimes people just rip on the new ones because they're in 3D and they wish it went back to 2D, but that doesn't necessarily make them all bad. That might be your opinion that they're all bad, but I've heard so many people in their mid to late 20s just ripping on 3D Sonic just because it's 3D Sonic. So that's my new take on Sonic. I'm still not like, the biggest fan of Sonic or anything, but I'm starting to appreciate the fact that I can go back and buy all these Sonic games because it's a forgotten genre, 3D platformers, and that's my turf. I love 3D platformers, so at least I can go back and buy these even if they're just sort of average. But I've never played Sonic Adventure 2. I was going to make this video on Sonic Adventure, and then I had some recording issues. There's a hedgehog on that helicopter. My experiences with helicopters have never been stellar. It sounds like they're not having a good time either. Oh, and there's Sonic. Man, there's the Genesis, or not the Genesis, the Dreamcast exploding, planes flying over my house. I have such a great recording setup here. I put like a wall between my Dreamcast and the microphone. A wall made out of blankets to try to mask the sound, but I don't think it's going to work. I might have played this first scene somewhere, but I don't know where. It looked familiar the first time I saw. And there goes a car. The first time I saw Pro Jared's review of it. And bizarrely, all these bad reviews of Sonic games have just made me buy more of them. Like, I had never had the intent of buying, what was it? Sonic, where he, turns into a werewolf. I had no intent of buying that until, Nerdcube complained about it. And I got Sonic Generations, and actually one level is sort of like a remastering of this old Sonic level here, and it probably is much better in the control scheme since they had 7 years to improve on 3D Sonic since then. I'm having trouble just breaking these containers. Break. Said press B, I'm pressing B. Oh, is my B button not that good? It's just my Dreamcast controller is kind of janked up apparently. So, as you probably heard, I played a bit of the first Sonic Adventure since I bought these two. My local game store had them in stock, and I've been looking for the first Sonic Adventure since I think I looked up best Dreamcast games when I first got my Dreamcast, and it was on there. and I've been looking for it ever since. And I've actually bought like 3 copies of it. One of them was broken, one of them shipped the wrong game from Amazon, and it was just a mess. Let me pause. I'm having a hard time focusing on the game because the music was playing. I have a hard time talking when other things are going on, especially TVs. If TVs are going on, good luck talking to me. I will not be conscious. I will be in the television lands. I could have sworn like the skateboarding segment on this game would have been longer. It ended pretty quickly. Actually, if this is anything like Sonic Generations, it's going to end with the skateboard or snowboard. Which, realizing this came out like in what, 1999 or 2001 or something, well, I think I was supposed to be running down that building, but I am now falling. Whoops. Judging by the time this came out, snowboarding was just sort of picking up, I think, because according to my parents, snowboarding wasn't around when they used to take me skiing. Oh no, I fell to my death. Modern Sonic definitely got the homing attack thing down better, because it shows the little lock-on bubbles. Even in Sonic Generations, it's a mess. Okay, apparently I'm just supposed to hold the forwards button instead of change the direction of the analog stick. It actually accounts for that in that part. Can I not attack this guy? Is that just not something I can do? I'm just getting myself killed as I go down this path. I guess I should start using the spin attack as an attack instead of my homing attack thing. You might be wondering, why didn't I just get the GameCube version, like the DX version or whatever? And that is because I like seeing what the original hardware can do. It's kind of frustrating, like Gravity Rush 2 when that came out and they didn't release it on the and we're going this way on the PlayStation Vita, because when it's on the PS4 it's not as impressive as when it was on the Vita. And by the way, we have this truck chasing us. That's worth noting. It's like in my 2DS unboxing where everyone's like, you don't sound impressed. Why don't you sound impressed? 1, it's an unboxing. Why do I have to sound impressed? And 2, it's just how I talk. I don't get excited about stuff. I think on the front of that truck though it said gun. Is that supposed to be threatening? It says gun. I did the mission. What, am I going to get like a C on this because I was so slow? E.
Barely made it.
Yeah. That was the first level I got an E. I really hope this picks up on my recording. It's the last game I tried to record, it got corrupted. The amazing lip syncing, by the way, from back then. This seems like one of those giant things, or not giant things, but if you've seen Sonic X, like the first episode or something, there's just this section of the police that gets like these super fast Formula 1 cars for hot pursuits or something. Seems like something the overpowered police in Sonic X would have. Still couldn't deal with Robotnik for some reason. Ow. Oh, there's just an invisible wall there. Oh, thank you for telling me that. I cannot seem to reach the cockpit. I don't really know how I'm going to do this. He's breaking all my boxes though. How can I attack him without boxes? I can't even reach those boxes. He's breaking boxes I can't even reach. Oh, I somehow hurt him. Okay. These graphics, I have to admit, were pretty good for the time. The problem with the Dreamcast was sort of the problem Nintendo keeps getting stuck into now, is they launch early, and then everything that comes out after it is sort of slightly improved. So it's outdated within like the first year or so. Or not year, but a couple years after it's out, it's already dated. Like the Wii U was dated a couple years later when the PS4 and Xbox One came out. But that was that's what Sega had done with the Genesis. It came out and then they tried to compare the Genesis to the NES, which it was obviously going to be better than the NES. So that was their marketing campaign for the longest time. And then when Nintendo came out with the Super Nintendo, yes, the Genesis was able to hold up, but nowadays that isn't working out as well because we have noticed the pattern of console generations. Unlike, why can't I hit him? There we go. Unlike back then when the NES was basically what people considered the first console generation at the time. Now I think it goes back quite far. What are we on, like the 8th now? 'Cause there was like computers, and then there was like, you know, all the Atari stuff. And then Atari kept making consoles, but they were all crap after the 2600, it seems like. Can I just hit him at any time? And since I liked Sonic Colors and Sonic Generations, and the new Sonic game doesn't seem to be buggy, I am going to hold it to a standard of those games, and since it has been released on the PS4, I did ask for it for Christmas. I don't know if I'll get it, but I will get it someday, because it seems alright. Now that's enough talking about just Sonic in general. This is Sonic Adventure 2. The reason this is trying out again is because it's the first time I'm playing it. I have to say the controls are... I don't like using the term dated, but... What? That lip syncing was so delayed. And this might be the first time Shadow was in a Sonic, like the game. I'm not completely sure though. Somehow. See, I think it's actually because there's not that many talking hedgehogs. So, if you just describe talking hedgehog to someone, the first one they see they're going to say is that one. Look how similar they are.
Wow, he's fast. Hey, it's not his speed. He must be using the Chaos Emerald to warp. Shadow, I'm the world's ultimate life form. There's no time for games. Farewell. Shadow,
Oh my gosh, that echo effect. Can I just run? No. Yeah, I would describe the controls as not dated, but like how completely different, I should say. Because there's not as many straight paths as modern Sonic games have, so you're just sort of moving around like in Super Mario 64, but with quick leg movements. A lot more often anyways. It's kind of like in Sonic Heroes. I also played Sonic Heroes recently, and the movement is a lot like that. And even when I was younger, nothing kept me stuck to Sonic Heroes. I think it was just the fact there were so many characters. And yeah, Robotnik now is taking a Chaos Emerald and Knuckles punches it or something. Oh, that was an upset scream, okay. I have no idea what kind of scream that was. Also, this game has a lot of plot. I just thought about that. There is somewhat in the first Sonic Adventure, but that could be why this game became popular. Also, just because the plot thickens. And it's the first mission with Knuckles. I'm going to have to find things now, aren't I? Is that green thing right above me a Chaos Emerald? Oh. Okay. Okay, it's beeping. I can't look down though. I'm using the trigger buttons to control the camera, which that's an alright way to control the camera, I guess. Oh, there's one just right over here. Okay, where's the next one? I think the gliding could have been slower though. I'm not really as bothered by the quick movements as I am by how fast he just glides over things. Oh, is the other emerald just over here? Or shard of the emerald, I should say. Also, you might as well not play around with the camera too much. I mean, it's not a mess, but the problem is it's not a mess because they barely let you maneuver it. Oh, is it right here? Oh, crap. Whoops. Where the heck is this thing? It turns yellow just randomly almost. I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh wait, why did it just go off there? Oh wait, can I go into first person like I could in, I can whistle. Dang it. In the first Sonic Adventure, you could go into first person by like pressing on the D-pad or something. Can't do that on this one, which would make flying around or looking around a level a little bit simpler. I'm pretty sure I looked at one of those computers and it gave me a hint. Oh my gosh, really? How was I supposed to guess that? This is one of those things where you need to have patience. Cow, I got it. I also am pretty sure it made the same sound effect it does in Klonoa when you find a hidden item. The first Klonoa, not the second. That was still an E. I don't know how you fail at these. 2. I don't know why, but I get headaches now when I play certain video games a lot more than when I was little. Now we gotta learn about chows or something, maybe, I don't know. And it's like when I have to think. I don't know why I get headaches when I have to think in video games, but I have a feeling that may happen while I'm playing this and I'll have to take breaks. Kid said, welcome to Chow World. What do I do? Fly forwards. Okay, there's things. Press B. I got a thing. Put the thing. Cool. I never understood these. I found the like Chow Garden in the first Sonic Adventure. I think it's where you have eggs and stuff. But I don't exactly know how it works. Nope. Have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, bye. Let's watch this cutscene. Whoosh.
There's no mistake about it. This must be the island. It's a secret military base that is reinforced and super strong. It's called Prison Island. I heard the news about it on satellite TV.
Plug, buy dish.
Sonic would destroy the military buildings or rob the bank. Wait for me, okay, Sonic? I'm on my way. What? Hey, look, it's Amy. And Eggman, too. What's Amy doing here? Doesn't matter. I have to help Amy because she's in danger. Tornado transformation!
Well, okay then. A boss fight. Okay. Kapow. No. Kapow. Kapow. Ow. Okay. I don't really know what I'm doing. Kapow. I think I have to attack when he's standing still, but he doesn't really like sitting still. Got him that time. I think I have to, shoot it while he's running towards me. Like when he comes in for an attack like that. Except I have to actually point in his direction. There we go. It's hard to turn on a dime. I think the robot doesn't really understand what I'm going for here. Oh, I have to hit him again? Okay. He died. Game over. I win. So that was Sonic Adventure 2. First opinions on it. Kind of like Pro Jared, only I think it's worth playing. I'm glad I actually found the Sega Dreamcast version of it, and I hope this video ends up working. I will see you guys next time, and I know everyone hates Tails and Amy, mainly just because of Tails' voice, but I don't mind them as much. Again, yep. And I'll see you guys next time.